to this morning's action. Apologies for not being able to get the first innings going. I've had some technical difficulties, but we are now live and ready for action. So ball busters in is finished, 4 for 96 off their 10 overs, with Nick Ween and James Beaumont both scoring 30s and retiring off 11 and 15 balls respectively. And for the Tazz Markhors bowling performance, Sean Buckets-Anderson 2 for 9 off his 2, and Jesse Griffiths 1 for 2 off his only over, the only wicket takers. As we see Jesse Griffiths coming out to bat with Kirsten Lambert. So I believe it's the first time we've got a lady participating in Nationals, and it's great to see. And we also have Kiana Burton at square leg umpiring. So it's great to see females getting involved in LMS and seeing them down at Nationals. So Nick Walden with first ball. As the score just hasn't quite updated on the live stream. There's a just as ticked over for you. There's a dot ball. See the ball busters keep wearing a helmet. It's always good to wear a helmet, protect the melon, even when keeping back. So nasty edges or bounces can get you. And Jesse is off the mark this morning and crushed away for 4 through mid-wicket. So I know you might have seen Jesse bowling yesterday's bowls right arm rockets. Might be a little secret pickup for the Super Series for those franchise owners listening in this morning.
It was the best pizza I've had in a long time.
But yes, we're here live in beautiful sunshine for the final day of the Aussie Champs down here in Wollongong. Unfortunately, the weather's beaten us every day, but we're still able to get some games on and some viewing for you that are at home watching, listening, and just wanting to see some cricket action on. You see a big wide there outside off stump, with Jesse not being able to reach it despite his best efforts. And another wild swing from Jesse and buzzer wide though. Looks as though Jesse's not going to muck around this morning. As just coming into camera is Kenny Mugridge, the great man from the Wombats. Fantastic bloke Kenny with some great slow off spin, guile. So I think he's just getting a phone call as he's been come onto camera, and Jesse's just whacked a boundary down here, 6 over the rope down here to fine leg, just by our commentary position here. You can see he's finally got one to hit after a couple of wides, and he's dispatched it quite easily. And yes, it's an excellent start this first over for the Tazz Markhors. Tazz Cricket from New Zealand kindly sponsoring the shirts for the boys. They've come up here for Nationals from the Albury-Wodonga region, and Ball Busters, a local Wollongong team. And there we are, Jesse not mucking around again, straight down the ground, another maximum. As we see JJ putting the ball through the bucket, swish, 3 points a la Steph Curry. It's been a feature of JJ's umpiring. Every 6 is a three-pointer from downtown. But a fantastic first over there for the Tazz Markhors, and Jesse Griffiths scoring 20 off the first 6 balls. Chasing 96 for victory. It's an excellent start with double the required run rate coming off this first over. And apologies for the scores being a little bit slow on the screen. But yes, it's up there. It's 20 off that first over. Let's see who bowler for the second over is running in here. And Kirsten leaves it outside off stump. We have the bowlers James Beaumont coming off his 30 off just 15 balls with the bat. Let's see if he can replicate some heroics with the bowling. But as JJ was saying yesterday, Kirsten's a regular in the LMS community in Albury, having a top score of 33, playing against the men week in, week out. It's a second dot in the over for James. Let's hopefully see Kirsten can get some bat on ball this one and get off the mark. No bat on ball, but off the mark with a wide. Opening her account for LMS Nationals. See, James is trying to get a fishing outside off stump, but that one was a bit too wide. Wider than the first two. And this one, oh, how was that? And that is out LBW. Unfortunately for Kirsten, it looked like it was going down leg side, but swung back in, and she offered no shot and right in front of the stumps there. And JJ might be the least popular man on the way down, all the way back down to Albury. But no, reversed his decision to the much delight of everyone in attendance. I think JJ wants to be the centre of attention, a bit like Greg Davidson was in that Big Bash game a few years ago. And here we are, Kirsten resuming her innings. And another swing. Some excellent bowling here from James. Bowling a nice line of length here, and Kirsten just struggling for a bat on ball. No doubt she'll get one off the middle of the bat here soon and be able to open her account off the blade. You see James coming in for the last ball of the over. And another swing and miss by Kirsten. And just a one run in the form of the wide off that over. But the Tazz Markhors are none for 21 after 2 overs here on this bright sunny day down here at Reed Park in Dapto. We have full lineup of games today. I think it's eight games in total, all lined up today. So stay tuned in all day for all the great action in this glorious sunshine here today. It'll be the first day. A bit of sunscreen's required out there, but yes, it's great to get some sunny action in.
7 to 8 hours a day.
Here we are for the third over. Shannon Chappell coming in to Jesse Griffiths and showing that over at the non-strike stand's not going to stop him as he plunders that one to the cover boundary for 4. Excellent inside-out shot there from Jesse, over-pitched and fully dispatching it down there quite possibly into the puddle down there. As Jesse moves his score on to 24 of just the 7 deliveries. Jesse on track for the fastest 30 of the tournament so far. If he can keep up this tremendous striking. See if he can bring it up with just his 8th ball as he's gone for it, and he has. And that's Jesse's 30 off just the 8 deliveries, wasting no time at all. Maybe he's got to get back down the road today to Albury and doesn't want to muck around, just wants to get the game over and done with here. And it's an excellent batting performance from Jesse, showing that power hitting to go on with his impressive bowling. 1 for 2 off his over, and then 30 off 8 balls. You have to say he's an early running for man of the match. It'd be certainly hard to track down. Possibly only Sean Buckets Anderson bound to catch him, but we haven't seen Buckets come out yet. As it's Reese Livermore that's come to the crease, another left-hander. And Reese starting off a bit more sedately, trying to get that into the offside for a single, but not making too much contact. The inside edged it onto his pad. You can see Reese out there proudly using the Tazz cricket bats. Not is it only on the shirts for Tazz cricket, but also out there in the middle with Reese displaying their gear. Also must mention JJ Burton, the umpire. He's sponsored by Fury Cricket and MCA Sports. So check out there. Oh, and Reese is bowled. That Tazz bat hasn't been used much this tournament and will not be used much more. As Reese has to walk off, trudge off. Might get a bit of shadow batting done on the way off just to get some use out of the bat. But that's no knock on the Tazz gear there. That's all on Reese's ability. As there was a tremendous delivery from Shannon, taking the first wicket and only 10 runs off his over. With the Tazz Markhors 1 for 31 after 3 overs. And that is Nick Impink coming in to partner Kirsten for this 4th over. But yes, it's certainly interesting, all the different brands on show in this tournament. Tazz and Fury and MCA, some of the smaller brands, but certainly getting some good representation. So, same with MTC Cricket. Michael Timmins Cricket was on show for the Bomb Squad, and he's got some tremendous gear too. And here we are, Kirsten gets bat on ball. But unfortunately, James does some tidy work off his own bowling and keeps it to a dot. So Kirsten's just the one off the 7 deliveries here. But there she is. Gets some contact, gets out there, so running to the boundary. And it's and it's gone over the boundary for 4. Well done, Kirsten. Hitting her first boundary of the tournament, and it's met by a massive round of applause by all the fans in attendance. The Hume Super Sixes are here as they're playing the next game against the Wombats. And the Hume Super Six also from the Albury-Wodonga region, showing some much needed support for their comrades. So well done, Kirsten. Let's see if we can get a couple more boundaries. And unfortunately she's bowled, trying to step away and access that offside field again.
Looked like a no ball to me.
There is a bit of conjecture about the front foot.
Yeah, I think he overstepped.
Tough to see from down here, but JJ has kept his arm down this time. And unfortunately for Kirsten, she has to make her way off the field for 6 runs. But it was an entertaining 6 and possibly one of the crowd favourites down here today. So it's great to see Kirsten getting involved. Well done, Kirsten. And we hope to see you at Nationals maybe again next year or in the future. You're a great addition to the LMS community. And just waiting for the scores update to see the new batsman. And that was James Beaumont with his first wicket, taking the score to 2 for 36 after 3.3 overs for the Tazz Markhors. And in we have here Shannon Hughes. Scored some runs early this morning before a ball was bowled. Let's hope that's not the only runs he's going to be scoring today. And a bit of a false start there for James. Maybe not quite happy with his field. He's going to come in for his second last delivery. And big swing from Shannon. Must have seen a bit of Jesse's batting and thinks what you can do, I can do better. But unfortunately, Jesse did it a lot better than you on that ball there, Shannon.
Yeah, the 11:30 showing. He obviously hasn't done the 12:30 and the 1:30.
And here we are, James coming on for his last ball of the tournament.
Only one.
Only 2 overs per bowler in these fixtures, 10 over fixtures. And Shannon gets an inside edge. Running out there, running towards the boundary that KB put out, much smaller than yesterday. But this one doesn't quite get there. And KB's questioning, but I believe you can see the offside field is about 30 metres shorter. As he's just realised his error. But when you're out there walking in the wet, dewy ground...
For 50 out of 6.2.
Shot. Nicholas just pops that to mid-wicket for a single.
He's just talking randomly.
I'm in Kemble Grange, which is
There's definitely sounds.
pretty much
Yep.
along the start.
Swing and a miss. Unlucky there from Nicky Ween. Or Shannon Hughes, I should say. So 38 required from 16 balls. Tazz unlikely to chase down these runs. But a much improved effort from yesterday, that's for sure.
The timing is just terrible.
Oh, this top bowling here by Nick Ween. First over bowled, only 4 conceded from. 3 overs left. So you might have missed the performance of the match, perhaps from Kirsten Lambert. She had a good boundary over the offside. The first female to score runs in a national tournament.
That side of the field is okay, this side is very...
So coming on the ball now is Peter George.
No.
So Peter George considering himself a right-handed pinch hitter, right-arm fast bowler. Oh, geez, that was a good ball too. So Pete's...
Do you know he actually played a test match for Australia?
Pete.
They got bowled.
Wow, I've just been informed by the boss man Matt Turnbull that Peter George has played a test match for Australia. I'm just looking at his rankings. He's nationally ranked 6th, world ranking of 39, so he's pretty impressive. With only 170 overs, he's taken 39 wickets with a best bowling performance of 3 for 5. He's taken 3 wickets on 4 occasions. Oh, geez, that's zipping through to the keeper. He's about 10 metres back.
Was he a bowler or a bat?
Bowler.
Where does he play?
South Australia. This is an Adelaide team. He played his Shield cricket for South Australia. Played a lot of Shield cricket.
He's out of Shield cricket now.
Yeah, he's retired now.
Peter George.
Oh, nice one out of the back of the head. He's got it all, hasn't he, Peter George?
One of my teams played him first up.
Yeah.
And before the game, they said, "Oh, do you see who we're playing against?" I was like, "Team from Adelaide." So have you seen who's in the team? I was like, "No." They told me, like, "Wow." And then when he bowled, they were shitting themselves because he was first game. He was quick.
Yeah.
So his 2022 career has bowled 110 overs. He's taken 20 wickets at an average of 29.45. Oh, what a delivery. Yorker. Beatty ball ends up. Too good. Peter George. So Shannon's on his way back for 11 off 13. And to the crease, a bloke they call Sean Buckets Anderson. Wearing the hat accordingly. So 37 runs required off 11 balls, but Peter George has only conceded 1 run in his first 4 deliveries. Wow.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
So Test cap against India. They won Test match against India in 2010.
So if you cast your mind back to 2010, that's when you would have seen Peter George bowling against India. He gives him a full bugger straight at the stumps. He's on a hat-trick. He's on a hat-trick. Peter George, that's the end of the over. His first over yield,
8th of October.
1 run and 2 wickets.
Because our season normally starts in like mid-November.
So surely he's got to come back on for the hat-trick for the last over. So now that Sean's on his way back already, that brings Ben Frost to the crease. And Ben hasn't played much, 20 LMS at the moment. He's only had 10 matches with 7 innings, an average of 12, and a strike rate of 80. So
he's got a test
we
wicket.
can't be expecting too much from Benny Frost at this point in time.
Doesn't say.
Tell me it's Tendulkar.
Tendulkar or Harbour Jones.
He's facing Nick Ween. Oh, touches, wants the run straight away. Doesn't get it. Oh, I get the feeling that was a bit of a sacrificial lamb. He just want to get that retiree back in. And Nick Ween.
Oh, they really want to face last over.
So Ben Frost out, run out for a duck. And this will bring Nick Jesser to the crease. So I get the feeling they think their best chance is to bring the retiree back in to chase these runs. Let's see how Jesser starts off. Oh, full bunger. That's gone straight to the man at mid-off. And it could be a double play. Oh, no, he's forgotten about it. Oh, it's a no ball, thankfully. Oh, gee whiz. Hang on, if it's a no... That's still a run-out, though, is it? No, he's not going to claim it.
Should be.
Oh, no, hang on. The umpire's taken it back. He's taken back the no ball, so it is a double play. That's the second time we've seen a reversal at this tournament. So it is caught and run out. Kiana's taken back the no ball, so yeah.
Not a no ball.
So it's a golden duck for Nick Jesser and a run out to Nicholas Impic. So now we're left with Jesse Griffiths to come back in and fly solo to try and chase these 37 runs down. He's got plenty of time. He's got 8 balls. 9 balls, sorry.
How many runs, James?
37 runs off 9 balls. Well, he can do it. He's the one man on the pitch that can. But he's got to face Peter George, the former Australian player who played Test cricket against India for 1 game, would you believe? That's the sort of talent that we have here at LMS. Some of the best.
Is it really Peter George?
So we're just waiting for Jesse to get his gear back on.
No, right armour.
So it's Peter George and Shane George, wasn't there?
Yeah, Shane George was the
He's a
shorter.
little short guy, wasn't he? Quick too. I think he played.
And here he comes back to the crease. By far and away their best player for the Tazz Markhors, the Albury-Wodonga side.
He's still playing first grade cricket in South
So
Australia.
I'm here with Matt Turnbull. He reckons that they'll chase these 37 runs down. He's very confident that Jesse can bring it home and put their first win on the board here for the Tazz Markhors.
Well, he's a lefty and the field's so close on that onside for him. Someone brought the field right up today.
I believe I'm hearing criticism in the background here in the box about the boundaries being too short.
Yeah, right.
I tend to disagree, but I'm sure Jesse agrees with me at the moment. Here we go. First ball bang down the ground. And did he get enough of it? 4. Oh, see, the boundaries weren't big enough, as it turns out.
That's how you dispatch a hat-trick ball.
That's no, Peter's.
No, that was a hat-trick ball as well.
Yeah.
Old mate Spoon did.
Oh, yeah. So 33 off 7. Oh. Is Matt right? Can Jesse Griffiths bring it home? What a cracking way to start the day. Nick comes in, swing and a miss. Oh, Jesse not happy with himself.
Fairly decent bowling attack with these two, the lefty and the righty, bowling if they bowled 8 overs in a 3-over game.
So Jesse could be the first man to score a 50 at the tournament, by the look at it.
And then we had a 60 on the first.
Oh, we had a
day.
60 on the first. Oh, wow.
One of the JVFCC guys.
Oh, a bit wide. Oh, probably 2 on there, but no.
15.
15.
So we're down to the final
38, came back out.
over here.
And then
33 runs required. And Peter George is on a hat-trick. Can we see a hat-trick here at the Nationals? Peter George, the former Australian Test player.
Hazel's excited, James.
He's had 2 bowls. Can he go for a third? You know Jesse's going to be swinging. Or is this going to go over the road? On his way in. Oh, it's a hat-trick! Wow, Peter George, brilliantly bowled. What a Yorker. Nailed Jesse to the... Oh, how good was that? Peter George finishing with 3 wickets for 1 run and a magnificent hat-trick, all bowled. Doesn't need any teammates. What a way to win the game. Fantastic bowling performance from the former Australian champion. And we're about to go and get a photo. What a performance.
I reckon if you ask him what he'd prefer, best game for Australia or a hat-trick for LMS, he'd take this any day of the week.
Rob, when you go out there, can you ask him which would you have preferred, a test match for Australia or a hat-trick in Last Man Stands? Rob Stevenson on his way out there, our intrepid reporter here doing the Garrett. Unbelievable. What a cracking way to start the day. Guys, we've got to go to commercial break, unfortunately. But